Instead of unnecessarily buying more clothes for the summer, I'm going to shop from my wardrobe and I'm going to upcycle things that I don't wear into things that I will wear. And I'm challenging you to do the same. Now, I did already make a selection of the pieces I want to upcycle. It's for sure these 3. There are other things in my closet that I don't wear, like this really beautiful dress as well as this, but simply because they're way too small, so I put these on my Vinted. So you can have them if you want. My Vinted is linked down below. Okay, we are now upstairs and the first piece I want to work on is this top. I love the color and the print. It's also 100% cotton, fully lined, really well made. I love the fit of the bodice, but I think it's the sleeves that are kind of like deterring me from wearing it. They were my style at one point, but I just think now it's not really my style. But I think if we get rid of the sleeves and just finish the armhole off with the bias binding, we can wear it more of like a little tank top. Oh yes, it's a chain stitch. So I found it and boom, the whole main stitch is off. Now I just need to take off all the serging. Now I actually did a video like this a while ago, making things better from my wardrobe, and it did really well, so it's fun to do it again, but for the summer clothes. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. I love to create from secondhand materials. I actually thrift a lot of like curtains and tablecloths, and then I sometimes upcycle already made clothing, but I just love creating, passionate about a more sustainable way of participating in the fashion industry. Also, sewing is like just the best. You can do anything. Cute, I like it. Now I do, oh my goodness, why? Now the one thing I know I have to change is the armhole. Of course it accommodated for movement in a sleeve, and now there's no sleeve. So I'm going to just pin it up in the shoulder seam. Oh, like this is so much better. Now I chose to actually unpick all the stitches because I wanted to keep as much fabric as I could. If I cut it off and then stitched it, it would be like this. I kind of like a bit of a wider strap. I think it just kind of matches the rest of the top. I just finished one of the armholes and I'll show you what it is looking like. So this one of course is unfinished and this is the finished one. It does have a top stitch all the way around, which we didn't have on the other side because of the sleeve. So that's something new on the top, but from far away, like, you can't even tell. So I think it's okay. And the inside is just the bias binding is looking like this. It keeps it pretty neat and clean. And then I actually opened up the seam here to take it in. Remember when we pinched it and pinned it? I wanted to make sure that I did it properly, opened it up, adjusted the seam, and then I closed it back up again. It just keeps it looking all neat and there's not like a huge lump on the top of my shoulder. So now I'm gonna do the other side and then it's already done. The first result, I am really happy with this. I feel like the armholes actually turned out really good. Like they're sitting really well and overall, love. Success, I think. Definitely will wear this more. Loved how the top turned out, but now I want to do, oh, this is my sports bra, not that one. This was actually my grandpa's shirt. He is no longer with us, but that's why I want to keep this shirt. It's very special and sentimental, and I think I want to shorten it a little bit. I was looking on Pinterest at some ideas, and I didn't want to do anything too crazy, but I did find this photo, and I liked how it kind of came down at the front. I also thought maybe we could just try it on and play with the proportions because I don't know how long I want it or if I even want to shorten the sleeves. This is the t-shirt I kind of love the idea of buttoning this all the way to the top. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I think my light has to stay off for a bit because it's overheating. Probably this length. Now that I see the shirt shorter, I kind of like the really long sleeve. So I'm going to at least cut straight across, and then we'll decide if we want to do the little curve like the photo. Such a nice cotton shirt. Okay, I think I have a different idea. Instead of doing the curve that goes up, I'm going to keep it straight. I'm going to do buttonholes, small ones, for the string to come out. So the front part of the shirt, like this much, won't have the gather. The gather will just be from here all the way around the back to here. I'm also going to cut this into strips. The shirt is going well. I have the whole string pressed and ready. And now, I also serged the edge. And now I am going to do the hem. So I want to put the buttonhole at this pin, which is 2.5 inches away from the edge of the placket. I just need to measure like how high up. So I just need to make sure I'm putting the buttonhole in the right spot. I already got my button in the buttonhole maker. This is the best thing ever, the buttonhole foot. You put the button in the end here, it adjusts, and then it automatically makes the right size buttonhole. I love it. Buttonholes are done, hem is done. Now all that is left is to just feed the string through the bottom. So my patrons actually requested that I do this video. I did a little poll the other day about what they want to see. So if you ever want a hand in the videos that come, you can sign up to my Patreon. I also do 2 extra videos a month. One is usually a project deep dive, so I go through any project I've done. I basically tell you how to recreate it. And the other video is, it's always different. One time it was a sketchbook tour of my very first design sketchbook. Another time it was like a thorough walkthrough of everything going on in the archive sale, so you would have early access. Things like that. I also share posts, random patterns I find, all sorts of things. If you are interested, it's all linked below for you. It's through. Cute. And here's the top. I love how this turned out. Super chill, casual, like button up or button down. And then of course you can just undo that, pull it in a bit more if you want like a higher crop to it, I guess. Maybe also balance the strings back out, but just adjust the gathers and you have a beautiful gather across the back. I like this. I think I'm gonna wear this one a lot. It is the next day and I have just one more upcycle to do, which is the dress. And it's like feeling like summer today. It's 28 degrees. So good. Also why I have not blow dried my hair. It's still wet from my shower after tennis. It's too hot to blow dry, so just look past that. But the dress. I made this dress a few summers ago because I was attending one of my really good friends' wedding and it was in August, so I was expecting it to be a really hot day. It ended up raining and I designed this dress to trail on the ground a little bit, so that was a bit annoying. But the thing I want to change is the whole neckline area. I love the asymmetric vibe to it, but it's just like it does not fit so well and it's quite tight here, like the strap is too short. I did gain a bit of weight since then, unfortunately, so it just like doesn't fit how it did before, and it's too long. Like I don't want to drag my dress everywhere if I wear it out in the city. So I have the dress on. I took off this strap so I could just play around with it a bit more. It's just like an elastic, but I'm thinking like, what if I just make it straight across? Like, can I get away with that? And then just put spaghetti straps on it. Is this too easy? It's kind of cute though. I'm trying to understand how I made this. And I just realized I actually did a binding across the top that matches here. So I can't just cut it across. I also added double layer on the front. There's like a short lining inside. Because the back was so much fabric, I didn't feel the need to line it, but this is the front. Like there's a short lining inside. I think I actually had to take the side seams completely apart. So I took the two pieces apart and I ended up just like cutting off the whole seam allowance because I didn't feel like stitch ripping down both sides. Like this is one side and like that's too much work. So I just cut it off. I restitched the lining to the front piece and I did one stitch like across the top here. Now I can just cut it off, do the double turn to give it a nice little 1/4 inch top stitch. This is the new neckline, just straight across. Nothing so exciting. I briefly for a second thought about making it go up and I said, nah, that's just getting too complicated. Now I'm attaching the side seams. I already made a mistake. I'm off my game today. Okay, let's try this again. What is the right side? This is what it is looking like now. And then for the straps, I was just playing around with like, this is just pinned on right now. I like it when it's very wide. Okay. Then for the straps, I think I'll just tack it on this elastic. Let me show you the length that it's at now. I need to shorten it enough that I can make straps out of the cutoffs. I think my light is just done now, but I did the hem and this is the last step. I'm just making the straps. The straps are the last step, so I'm gonna just turn them inside out, pop them on, and then I think I might actually wear it today because I'm gonna go get ice cream and sit in the park. And finally the dress. Not a huge difference, mostly just the neckline honestly, and it's a little bit shorter, still a bit of a high-low situation, but definitely more wearable and not so aggressively dragging on the ground, but I like it. It's very lightweight, chill. I feel like it's more of a casual, everyday kind of summer dress.